Hey, what's up, guys? This is BowendaBeast here. Hope you guys are having a great summer right now. I want to make this video on the University of Texas and their athletic program and all the sports, that revolve around UT athletics. Um, First off, I just want to let you know that, my school is UT. Even though I don't attend University of Texas, I've followed their athletics since 2005 when I became a fan after I saw Vince Young and the Longhorns beat the Michigan Wolverines in the Rose Bowl. And from then on, I've been a fan of UT athletics, all their sports, especially football. And I just want to talk about how UT athletics is in decline and how disappointed it's been as a fan of UT athletics to see them now and to see schools, that couldn't compete, with UT. Now they're beating UT all the time. I got to give credit to Baylor University, Texas Christian, uh, even Texas A&M, because you think about it, they've achieved better than UT in these past few years. When you look at Baylor, you think of Robert Griffin III. He beat UT, 2 years in a row. And then you have, Baylor's men's basketball. Baylor's men's basketball is better than UT men's basketball. And then now Baylor baseball is better than UT baseball. Or even the women's team, they won the championship. But, it wasn't always like that. And I remember when I first started watching, it was in '05. UT dominated in football, baseball, in basketball. I think they made it to the Elite Eight with LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, they had Kevin Durant. But UT used to dominate in athletics. They used to dominate the NCAA, and I don't know what's happening now. And now smaller schools like Baylor, back then we would beat them 66-0 when Vince Young was there. Now we struggle against Baylor. Now Baylor's a threat on the schedule. Um, but you got to give a lot of credit to Baylor and a lot of credit to other schools too. But I mean, and the problem is not it's not that the recruits aren't there because the state of Texas has a large player pool. I mean, it's just there's just a massive pool of recruits that you can get out of, but they've dropped the ball. I've noticed when it comes to recruiting. Let me just talk about football. You've had great players from all over the country come from the state of Texas, like LaMichael James, Chase Daniel, Justin Blackman. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I mean, Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin III. And these are players that you would think UT would have them on their list, you know, but they've dropped the ball, and I don't know what it is. They can't find a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. They have a decent defense, but you know they they should have picked up Robert Griffin III. They're missing out on a lot of great quarterbacks. Other teams are taking our players, and you know what? I have, if any of you are watching this and you're a fan of OU or Oklahoma State, um, you know, OU and Oklahoma State, most of their players come from the state of Texas. And so, I've even made a joke about a reference about Oklahoma as the University of Texas at Oklahoma because, 75% of OU's players are from Texas and Oklahoma State's players are from Texas too. Um, so, I mean, when it comes to recruiting, yeah, Texas has this large pool, but, I mean, everybody is in the state of Texas now recruiting. I mean, schools like Connecticut are recruiting in Texas. Schools up in the Northeast are recruiting in the state of Texas. And it's just the best state for football, and and a lot of great quarterbacks come from the state of Texas as well too. And so I don't know what's been going on with UT athletics. Honestly, um, when they used to dominate at everything, and now they're going downhill, and it really doesn't seem like there's I mean they're always going to progress. Every season they're going to get better. They're going to get better in every way, but '05 was the good old days. And so those are just my thoughts. I want to let if you guys have any thoughts about you, or if you're not a fan of UT, or anything like that, just let me know what y'all think. Because this is just something that that I've realized, and it's you wouldn't think it'd happen. Back then, if when UT would play Iowa State or Baylor, they would cream them, and now it's it's not a common thing anymore if you see Iowa State or Baylor beat Texas. And props to them too. They figured us out. So just want to